Would you coach a World Cup team for $25,000? Script. Imagine receiving a phone call at exactly 11:47 p.m. A number you don't recognize flashes across your screen. Normally you would ignore it, but for some reason you answer. A calm voice speaks. "Good evening. We have been looking for you." At first you think it's a prank, but the voice continues. "We represent one of the most famous national soccer teams in the world. We would like to offer you the position of head coach." You almost laugh. You've spent years dreaming about an opportunity like this. Millions of people would do anything for a chance to coach a World Cup team. But then the voice mentions the salary. $25,000 per week. Your heart skips a beat. $25,000 every single week. Luxury hotels, private transportation, world-class facilities, a chance to become a national hero. It sounds perfect. Too perfect. The next morning, a black SUV arrives outside your hotel. The windows are tinted. The driver barely speaks. The entire ride feels strange. The closer you get to the training facility, the quieter the driver becomes. Finally you arrive. The stadium is enormous, beautiful, modern, the type of stadium most coaches only see on television. But something immediately feels wrong. Nobody is smiling. Not the players, not the staff, not even the security guards. Everyone seems nervous, as if they're expecting something bad to happen. You are escorted to a private office. Inside sits the team's director, an older man with tired eyes, the kind of eyes that haven't slept properly in years. He gestures toward a chair. You sit down. Without saying a word, he slides a black envelope across the table. Before you sign the contract, you need to read this. You open the envelope. Inside is a single sheet of paper. At the top, written in bold letters, are the words, "Read carefully. Your safety may depend on it." You chuckle. Is this some kind of team tradition? The director doesn't laugh. In fact, his expression becomes even more serious. Then he says something that sends a chill down your spine. Every coach before you ignored at least one of these rules. You ask what happened to them. He doesn't answer. Instead, he points at the paper. You begin reading. Rule number 1. Under absolutely no circumstances should players train after 4 p.m. Not 4:01. Not 4:05. Exactly 4 p.m. If players arrive late, cancel the session. If the World Cup final is tomorrow, cancel the session. Nothing is more important than this rule. You look up. Why? The director takes a deep breath, then says, "Because everything started after 4 p.m. You wait for an explanation. None comes. Rule number 2. After every training session, you must walk alone around the entire field. One complete lap. Nobody may accompany you. Nobody. During this walk, you must remain silent. Do not speak. Do not answer questions. Do not acknowledge anyone. Even if someone calls your name. Especially if someone calls your name. Rule number 3. If you hear footsteps behind you, do not stop. Do not run. Do not turn around. Simply keep walking. The footsteps always stop before reaching you. At least, they always have so far. A cold feeling forms in your stomach. This isn't sounding like a joke anymore. Rule number 4. Never remain inside the stadium after sunset. The maintenance workers refuse to stay. The cleaners leave early. The guards rotate shifts before dark. Every single person leaves, without exception. You ask why. The director simply says, because that's when the stadium becomes occupied. Occupied? By who? He refuses to answer. Rule number 5. If any player tells you they dreamed about a man wearing a black referee uniform, remove them from the next match immediately. No discussions. No exceptions. No second chances. The records show that every player who ignored this warning suffered a serious injury shortly afterward. Every single one. Rule number 6. The night before every important game, place the captain's armband in the center of the locker room. Lock the door. Leave. Return the next morning. If the armband has moved, cancel all activities for the day, immediately. No training, no meetings, no press conferences, nothing. Rule number 7. Never watch security footage recorded between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. The recordings exist, the club archives them, but nobody is allowed to watch them. When you ask why, the director's hands begin shaking. Then he says, because some things should never be seen twice. Rule number 8. If the stadium lights flicker exactly 3 times during practice, end training immediately. Send everyone home. Do not investigate. Do not ask questions. Do not stay behind. Leave immediately. Rule number 9. Never enter the opposing team's locker room alone, especially if you hear voices. Even if the room is supposed to be empty. Especially if the room is supposed to be empty. By now, your hands are trembling. You can feel sweat forming on your forehead. But then you reach the final rule. Rule number 10. The most important rule of all. If your team reaches the World Cup final and someone hands you a note containing the words, "Thank you for accepting the position," do not read the other side. Do not show it to anyone. Do not keep it. Destroy it immediately. You slowly lower the paper. The room is completely silent. You stare at the director. This is insane. This can't be real. For the first time all day, the director smiles. A sad smile. The kind of smile people make when they know something you don't. Then he opens a drawer. Inside is a photograph. An old team photo. Probably 50 years old. You study the image. Players, coaches, staff, fans. Everyone looks normal. Then you notice something strange. Standing in the background is a man wearing a black referee uniform. You look at another photo. He's there too. Another photo. Still there. Another, and another, and another. The photos span decades. Nearly 70 years of team history, yet the man never changes, never ages, never smiles, never moves, always watching. You ask who he is. The director's face turns pale. Then he whispers, "We've been trying to figure that out for 68 years. The room becomes silent once again. The contract sits on the table, waiting. $25,000 per week. A chance to coach one of the biggest teams on earth. A chance to become a legend, but also a chance to discover why so many coaches never stayed long. The director slides a pen toward you. You reach for it. Your hand hovers above the contract. One signature. That's all it takes. Then the stadium lights outside suddenly flicker. Once, twice, 3 times. The director immediately stands up, his face filled with fear. And for the first time, you realize something horrifying. Content Usabu. Every single rule on that paper exists for a reason. The question is, would you still take the job? Be honest. Would you sign the contract? So, would you take the job? Let me know your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next challenge might be even more terrifying. What if someone offered you $50,000 to spend a night inside an abandoned prison? There would only be one condition: follow the rules. Thanks for watching, and remember, some rules exist for a reason. See you in the next story.